So, I just watched Gamera 3, The Revenge of Iris, and, it was fantastic. You should definitely see it if you like giant monster movies, or even if you don't like movies. It was a pretty good movie. I mean, I actually remembered one of the characters' names. Aina. And there are other characters too, but I don't remember their names. But, I do have one complaint. And that's that it ended on a cliffhanger. Ah! I wanna know what happens. And there's no official sequel. There's like Gamera 4 The Truth, but it's unofficial. And I wanna know what happens. This is so annoying. You have no idea. You probably do. But, I was not done with that story. I mean, I'm glad the movie ended where it did. But I want a sequel. I want an official Gamera 4. I know there's a new Gamera movie planned, and I know that there's Gamera 2006, which I've heard is pretty good. But I want to know what happened to this game. I want to know what. I want a sequel. Really bad. Really bad. I'm glad they are still making Gamera, and it was a spectacular movie. For 1999, especially, the visual effects were amazing. And they even matched some of the lower end quality visual effects of modern times, and this is 14 years old. It's a spectacular film. And it knows exactly when to have exposition, and it's not in any way as clunky as the second one is. It's my favorite Gamera movie I've seen, and I've seen a grand total of 4 of them. I think there are 10 or 11. But, and it quite possibly makes it into my top 3 list of all-time favorite monster movies, which, up until this point, have been held exclusively by Godzilla movies. Okay. If it's in the top 5 has not been exclusively dominated by Godzilla movies. Let me see, number 1 is the original Godzilla movie, unedited and in Japanese and everything. Even though I don't normally go for Japanese, but the unedited version is so much better. And it's longer, too. And then my second favorite monster movie is Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters All Out Attack. Whew. I think that was a really good movie too. Third place? I'll put Gamera 3 in third place. Fourth place, Jurassic Park. And fifth place. What would I put in fifth place? I did really like Godzilla against Mechagodzilla and Godzilla Tokyo SOS. Also really like Godzilla Final Wars. Also really Godzilla vs. Mothra. Godzilla vs. The Thing. Mothra vs. Godzilla. Gosh. The very first time when Mothra fought Godzilla. That one. There's some clunky visual effects in that one, but, you know, it's the 4th Godzilla movie ever made. But, on the subject of Gamera, I'm glad I got around to watching those. I'm glad I got around to watching Gamera 2 and 3, but I really wish 2 had been better, because it was a very clunky movie, and I really wish that 3 had either been longer or had an official sequel. But what are you gonna do? I'm just glad that 3 was as good as it was, despite the cliffhanger ending. irregardless, even with the cliffhanger ending, it's a spectacular movie that I think ended exactly where it should have without going into an entire new storyline. But I just wish it had a resolution. Well, it did have a resolution, but I wish it hadn't brought up the Gauss. But what are you gonna do? You should check out Gamera 3. And if you want to, you can watch. You should watch Gamera 1 before you watch Gamera 3. You don't have to watch Gamera 2. But you can if you want to. But yeah, watch those. They're good. Live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. Peace out.